Welcome to this Workout Wednesday. My name's Roseanne, and I'll be guiding this full body Pilates class featuring small weights. So we'll have a little more work in the upper body and in the glutes using the weights today. So 2 pounds, 3 pounds, 5 pounds, something relatively light. A blanket will come in handy for this practice. You can see I already have it stretched out like so in front of the mat. This is for the kneeling arm series, which you can do standing instead. So lay out your mat long ways, weights perhaps a little bit over toward the right-hand side, and this blanket stretched out like so. Let's stand in the center of the mat. And I'll back up so you can see. Hands splay as you inhale. Exhale, squeeze the hands into fists as you press through the feet and engage through the fronts of the legs. Inhale, splay, soften a little. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, splay. Exhale, squeeze and contract. And that squeeze, it's like the quads, the front of the legs, are pulling up towards center. Find your breath. 2 more rounds. Final time, squeeze. And then reach those arms up overhead and interlace the hands behind the skull. Inhale here. And exhale, curl just upper spine forward. And return to stand tall. Curl just upper spine. And return. Keep those strong legs, that press, as if you could make yourself taller as you curl and find your natural spine. Use the exhale strongly. You will engage through center. Curl, just upper spine. And then you can bend the knees if you'd like. Continue to curl down through mid-spine to low spine. Release the arms when you're ready. Rock at the bottom as you breathe. From toes to heels. And then center the weight in the balls of the feet. Inhale. Exhale, start to roll up. Hands can come behind the head if you'd like, or sweep them up. Stack it, stack it, stack it. Inhale at the top arch. Exhale, curl in on yourself at the upper spine. Let the head tumble forward. Continue to round forward. Release arms whenever you're ready, or keep them behind the head till you're near the bottom. Inhale. And exhale, hands return behind the head. Final inhale. Traction the neck. Exhale, start to roll up. Press through the feet. See if you can keep heels more in alignment with the hips. Stack, stack, stack. Press the head into the hands as you come to the top. Little arch. And final time, round through upper spine first. Mid spine. Low spine, keeping pelvis stacked as it spills forward. Inhale. Exhale, hands behind head. Inhale. Exhale, roll up through the spine. Inhale, small arch back. And final time, round forward. All the way through the spine. And let those hands come down as you bend the knees. Find tabletop position on all fours. Hands can land on that blanket as you face me. Wrists underneath shoulders. And squeeze a little bit through the inner thighs. Let the chest sink between the arms. The shoulder blades come toward one another and then press away. Let the chest sink between the arms. Neck stays in line with spine and press away. So feel the shoulder blades come together and apart on the back. Spread those fingertips. Squeeze the fingers toward one another as they splay. One more time. And then keep that nice press out of those hands. Flex the right foot and kick it toward the sky. Knee is bent. And then return. Kick it back and return. Continue to keep that press out of the arms. As you squeeze through the glute, exhale, press. Inhale to draw in. 5, 4, 3, 2, nice and slow. Slow can be harder. Last one, press. And then knees side by each. Open that knee to the side and return. Open knee to side and return. Continue here. How stable can you keep the pelvis? Like there's a tray on your back. Nothing will spill. Let's do 4, 3. Press evenly through the hands and that grounded leg 2. Last one, open and lengthen the leg, bend, lengthen, bend for 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Rebend, knee side by each, and then kick that leg to the sky, knee bent, and then side open. Kick it to the sky and side open. Just a few like this. 2 more. Keep the spine neutral. Last one. Nice. We'll add on donkey kick. So kick that leg back, side open and lengthen the leg, bend, return, kick sole of foot to sky. Out to side with leg, lengthen, rebend, and return, kick to sky. Return, open to side, lengthen, bend, return, kick to ceiling. One more like this. Final time, nice. And knees side by each. Ha. Nice job. Lie with your head toward your right. And bend those knees. Head can be cradled by the hand, or you could extend the arm. Knees out in front, heels in alignment with your tush. Take a weight of your choice behind that top knee. Give it a nice squeeze and open and return to hip height. Clamshell here, open clamshell. Getting deeper into glutes and hips. 5, 4, keep the hips stacked. 3, lighten through bottom waist. 2, last one in the top range pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice pause. Take a breath. And then exhale, line that thigh up with the top hip, and then start to sweep the leg forward and back. Forward and back as you press through that bottom thigh or leg. Hand could be on hip, top hand. Arm could be extended. You decide. More stable to have hand on earth. Could even anchor it with a weight, as if you have a stake in the earth. Two more. Last time, line up the thigh with the hip. Remove the weight as you lengthen that leg. The weight can come to the outside of the leg, flex through the ankle. Lift and lower. Quite challenging here. Lift to lower. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and last one. Lift and nice. Release that down. Bend that back leg, plant the foot, other leg pikes out to the far short edge of your mat. That weight can go onto the inner thigh if you'd like. It's a little awkward, but adds a little bit of resistance. I like to cradle my head for this variation. Active foot as you lift and lower the bottom leg. Trying not to roll back. A lot of us have weak inner thighs. So really lift from the inside of the leg, including the ankle. Let's do 3, 2. Last one, keep that leg lifted and remove the weight. The arm could extend or plant it. Okay, point the toes, make small circles with the leg. Staying as still as you can in the rest of the body as you reach arm up and reverse. Notice if there's any swaying in the body. Keep it still. Nice. And pause the circles. You can keep the leg lifted or lower. It's up to you. As that elbow comes in and press arm to sky. Draw in and push. 3, 2. The last one. Reach, draw elbow in, and the palm faces down, and then open the hand up toward me. Palm faces down, open up toward me. Rotator cuff. That leg could still be hovering. Let's do 4, 3, 2. Leg is shaking. The last one. Nice. The leg lowers. Both legs bend and stack as you prop yourself up onto that bottom forearm. Hand to thigh with or without weight. Again, those heels in alignment with the hips as you press out of bottom forearm. And lower to hover. And press. And hover. Hips face forward. It's often challenging exercise. Let's do 4, 3, 2. The last one. Stay lifted if you'd like here and extend and bend that arm. 4, 3, 2, really press. Last one, elbow draws in. And again, rotate your cuff palm toward the earth and then open toward me. Palm turns toward body or earth and open toward me. Just a little bit longer. And you can always set the hip down and just keep a sense of lift. 4, 3, 2, last one, and release. Prop yourself up onto your shins. Kneeling position. If you prefer standing, you can take standing for the arm series. Okay. Or again, kneel on a blanket. It's another nice option. Take your weights in your hands. Start to sweep the arms back and forth as you find your legs. So squeeze the legs toward one another isometrically so they don't really move. There's a sense of squeeze. And the same thing with the glutes as the pelvis presses slightly forward. And reach back with those arms and return. Reach back and return. This can feel like very little, but it can also feel like a lot if you really try to activate, contract the muscles. Let's do 2. Last one. Arms sweep out in front of you. Bend the elbows. Palms face one another. Open the hands or the arms and squeeze together. Open and close. Make this work for you. Let's do 3, 2. Last one, open, close, palms turn toward the face, and pulses up and down with the arms for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause with the arms here. Extend the arms and bend. Squeeze the biceps. Reach and squeeze. This doesn't feel good. Too much for the shoulders. Maybe the arms come down to a more traditional bicep curl from weights, your weight classes. The body will want to lean back. Keep it nice and tall with the squeeze of those glutes. 3, 2. A lot of core activation here. The last one. Reach the arms long, rebend to 90 degrees, and pulse again for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, and then open the arms and return close, palms toward one another. Open and close. So back to the rhomboids. See if you can sense the shoulder blades coming toward one another on the back when you open and farther away from each other as you close. Let's do 2 more of these. Last time, open the arms and press and return. Press them up. Don't let the arms come down too far. Again, squeeze inner thighs, squeeze the glutes. Ribs draw toward the pelvis. Let's do 3, 2. The last one. And then hands to the forehead. Okay, elbows wide, salute. Press forward, widen the elbows. Press and widen. Hopefully you feel your core and your bottom, even when we do the arms. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2. Last salute. Bend those arms. The palms face the head, face the sides of the head. Lengthen and bend. If you'd like, arms a little lower. Flex, 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 and contract. You make this harder. Slow and control. Let's do 2 more. So we'll return to this. Last one. Reach those arms long into your sides. Roll the shoulders. Sink the hips. The arms can reach out in front with or without weights. And press the pelvis forward. Sink hips and press. So a few more of these. Let's do 3, 2. Last one. Press. Nice. Those weights can be set aside. Place that blanket back out in front of you. Hands come to the blanket. Other side here, sort of. So flex that left foot this time. Press the sole of foot to the sky and return. Press and return. Halfway there. 4, 3, 2, and last one, sole to sky. Leg side by each. Open that left leg out to side and return. Open and return. Balance the weight through the hands. Spread fingers. 3, 2, last one. And lengthen, bend, lengthen, bend for 3, 2. Last one, reach it long, rebend, combo here. Kick towards sky behind you, donkey kick. Open the leg out to the side and return. Kick it back towards sky and open. Head in line with spine. Long, deep breathing here. Exhale, press. Inhale, return. Exhale, open. Inhale, return. Now a little combo. Open to the side, extend the leg, rebend, return, donkey kick. Return to start, side open, extend. Rebend, return, donkey kick. Return, side open, extend. Just a few like this. Trying to stay still through the right thigh. Last one. Extend, rebend, donkey kick, return. Very nice. Little rock here. And then take your weights over to the left side of your mat. I'm mirroring for this portion here. And lie on that left side. Choose your position here. Head propped or head down, knees in front of body, heels in alignment. Take the weight behind the knee of the top leg. Give it a nice squeeze and then lift and lower. Lighten through the waist, press your bottom leg. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one in the top range. Pulses 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Keep squeezing the weight. 3, 2, 1. Inhale and exhale. Ha, that leg lines up with the thigh, lines up with the hip. And then sweep it forward and back. So if you're slicing through the air, a nice straight line. Ooh, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze that weight. You got this. This is a tough one. Keep the leg at hip height. It's going to want to dip. Ooh, and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the weight. Last time forward. Send that leg in alignment with the hip. Release or take the weight out. Lengthen that leg. Weight can be on the leg as you lift and lower. Halfway there. 4, 3, 2. Reach that leg. Last one. Lift, lower, plant that top foot in behind this bottom leg. Extend bottom leg out to the corner of the mat. That weight again can come to the inseam as you lift and lower, like you're kicking a soccer ball across the body. This comes from the hip. 4, 3, straight leg. 2. The last one, stay lifted, point the toes. Weight comes off of that leg, maybe extends, maybe stake it to the earth as you circle that extended leg. Active arm, active leg. Reverse directions. Keep that kneecap facing knee. Smooth out the circle as best you can. Nice. Keep that leg lifted if you want. And elbow to side and press. Reach. Reach. For 4, 3, 2. Last one, that leg stays nice and high. Elbow in and then palm toward the body and palm opens toward me. Rotator cuff. 4, 3. You keep that leg long. 2. Last one. Very good. Hopefully that bottom leg is burning. Draw it in, stack the legs. Press out of bottom forearm. Hand to the hip with or without weight. Lift and hover. Already halfway. 4, 3. Now it's coming. 2, Last one, lift up into that hand. And then the hand can extend or the arm can extend to sky. Elbow draws in. Extend, draw in. Each time the elbow draws in, see if the hips can lift a little higher toward it. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Extend, rebend, palm toward body, and palm open. Palm toward body, palm open. Let the shoulder start this action. 4 more. Press out a bottom forearm. 3, 2. Final time, final time. And release the hips down. Very good. Can stag. Press yourself up onto your shins and knees. This blanket can go underneath shins and knees as a little support, or choose standing. Take your weights. Again, squeeze in and squeeze back end as arms sweep forward and back. Press through the shins. Just 2 more like this. Reach the arms behind, keep them long. Last one. Nice. Arms reach out in front of you and bend the elbows. Hands will face in as you open and close. Arms at shoulder height as best you can. 3, 2. Last time, open and return in front of the face. Palms face you and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep arms there and lengthen and flex. Again, arms can be lower as needed to focus on biceps. They're getting some shoulder work too. See if you can relax through the neck. Maybe you can nod the head a little. Still upper arms. 3, 2. Last one, extend, curl, and then 90-degree bend with the arms, pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms open, palms turn toward me. Press and return. Soften through the neck. Shoulders are working. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, reach, then hands to forehead, salute. So slightly in front on a diagonal, press arms away. Gets a little bit into the triceps here. So continue to work the shoulders. 4, 3. Stay solid through the body. 2. Last one. Good. Arms out to your sides. Turn palms toward the head and open. And then flex. So extend the arms and squeeze the biceps. Check out the wrists. See if they are straight, directly out from the forearms. Let's do 3, 2. Last one, reach. And then this time, elbows into your sides and press away. Yeah. Reach those arms out and wide. Let's do 3, 2. Final time, reach. Nice. And take a little break with the arms, just a shoulder roll, mini break. Set the weights down if you'd like, or weights can stay in the hands. Lean back and return. So this lean is the whole body coming back. Add the arms. Arms come forward, body leans back. Arms come back, body comes back to neutral. Long, deep breathing. 2 more. Last one, lean back, return, set those weights down off the mat, remove blanket, and find your belly. Press into those forearms. Come up into Sphinx. Make fists with the hands and draw the heart through the arms slightly as you press the pelvis down and heavy the legs. That right leg can kick, and return. Left leg kick, and return. Catch the kick with your abs with an exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. There will be some rock, but minimize it. A little faster. Let's do one more each side. Final time. Nice. Hands interlace. Lift just the pelvis off the earth. The knees can stay down and lower. Exhale, curl. Inhale, lower. And it could be you lower all the way, or exhale, curl. Inhale, hover. Exhale, curl. Inhale, hover. 5, 4, 3. Exhale. 2. And 1. Stay lifted. Maybe the toes tuck. Forearm planks. Can unravel those fingers. And rock forward and back. Forward and back. Set those knees down as you come onto one hand and then the other. Tuck the toes, hips up and back, downward dog or top of up stretch. Walk the feet to the short edge of your mat and have a seat. If you'd like the weights, you can take them into either hand or forego them. Hands can be behind the thighs or arms can be extended. Inhale here and exhale, round low back. Heavy the feet as you round through low spine. Legs are hip distance. Be more like this. Let's do 3, 2. Last one, round back. Stay partly rounded back. One arm reaches and returns. Other arm and return. Could also just stay in the curled position. We'll do one more each side. Nice. And with hands behind thighs, forearms extended, roll down through the spine. Arms extend directly from the shoulder as you slide the feet closer to the body. So the feet are nicely grounded. Soften the backs of the shoulders and reach hands towards sky. Soften and reach. Soften, reach. Last time, ground the backs of the shoulders. Start to move the arms. So right arm overhead, left arm reaches toward toes, left arm overhead, right arm reaches toward toes. So slice through the air. And if you'd like, the legs come into tabletop. These are all additions. Squeeze the legs together. See how that feels. And then arms extend directly from the shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, curl. Inhale, lower. Exhale, curl. Inhale, lower. Always change the position of the legs. Let's do 3, 2. Last one, curl. Stay in the curl. Right arm reaches back. Then the left arm reaches back. So slices through the air once more, perhaps staying in the curl. Stay with this or part the legs slightly. And then opposite leg to opposite arm. A little toe tap here option. Coordination, stay high in the upper up curl to stay out of the neck. Return to legs together, keep the arms going. And then both arms reach as you lower down through the torso. Inhale here, exhale, curl. Inhale, lower. Exhale, curl. Inhale, lower. You could stay with this or exhale, curl. Turn the palms down with or without weight. So I'm going to set mine down and make fists with my hands. Pump the arms. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reach those arms overhead. Inhale, lower the torso. Exhale, curl and pulp the arms. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, come out of the curl. Inhale. Exhale, curl. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, reach. And let's release the feet back down to the ground. Circle the arms round. Lengthen those legs. Arms can reach overhead again. And reach the right side long and the left side long. Alternate here. And find some stillness to breathe. And slide those feet in as the arms circle to your sides. Palms down. Press into the hands as you peel spine off the earth into a pelvic lift or pelvic curl rather. And roll down through the spine. I mean, some openness along the fronts of the hip flexors. Peel, lift, breathe. Soften ribs as you lower. This time when you rise, keep the ribs a little heavier. And then lower. One more time. And release. Nice. The right leg can come up. Clasp the back of the thigh, hamstring lengthener or hamstring stretch. The other leg can go long or stay bent. Another inhale. And then with an active flexed ankle, cross that right thigh over the opposite leg. Open the knee. Maybe you take the bind of the hands around that left thigh, but also go hands free. It's the strength of your legs here to stretch your body. This leg presses into the bottom one. The bottom one presses back. Soften shoulders, no matter where you are. Clear some space along your sides with your arms. Press the arms down into the earth. Inhale. Exhale. Lift the hips and shift them over to the right a little. Legs will rotate over toward the left-hand side. That left foot will plant, knee to ceiling. Arms stretch out. Some opening across chest. Another breath in. And exhale, press hands down into earth. Take another breath in. On the exhale, draw the legs back to center and readjust. Uncross that top leg and lengthen legs, draw them toward nose. And then plant the right foot. Lengthen that hamstring. One more breath in. With that active ankle, cross it over bottom thigh. Draw the legs in with or without support of the hands over this active press. You had the bind, release the hands, push the palms down. Inhale. Exhale, lift and shift hips to left, legs low right, kneecap to sky of that left leg. Reach the fingertips far from body. Another breath in. And exhale, slide those hands closer to the body, turn the palms down. Exhale. Inhale. Use the exhale to find the spine and widen the legs out to the sides in a V. Can support with your hands or intensify with hands the inseams. And press the legs in toward the hands a little as the hands press out. Again, that integration, that integrity to protect joints, protect the body. Another inhale. And exhale, zip the legs together and start to draw toes toward nose. Hug knees into chest. Float the feet down to the earth. Inhale. And exhale, settle, settle, settle. Soften the shoulders before you roll onto your favorite side to press yourself up. And we'll stretch more through upper body. Sweep those arms back behind you. Maybe the fingers weave together as you open the chest. Release the fingers if you had them bound. Press the palms to the outside edges of the room, arms long, extended from shoulder. Bend at the second knuckle and stretch. bend and stretch. Side bend to your left and your right. One more time each way. Nice. And then interlace fingers above the head. And then draw the hands in front. Fingers turn out and round through upper back. And sit up nice and tall. Arms to your sides. Or hands at heart center if it's in your practice. Thank you for this Workout Wednesday class. I hope that you feel a little bit stronger. If you liked this class, every other Wednesday is a Workout Wednesday class, and then every Friday there is a yoga class. Sometimes those yoga classes blend Pilates and yoga together. So if you'd like to try a fusion class, I have one of them linked at the very end of this video. Hopefully, we'll see you again soon. Take care.